Hi everyone, this Animal Crossing Pocket Camp video is about obtaining the craft materials that you are facing a shortage of. Do you always find that you don't have enough cotton? Or do you need to craft some piece of furniture that requires a lot of steel? Then this video will show you what you need to do. So sit back, relax, and let's get the close ball rolling. Okay, so let's say we need to craft this space shuttle. It requires 150 steel, but we only have 48 at the moment. So what can we do to obtain steel as fast as possible? The method that I'm going to show you in this video can be used to obtain any type of craft material that we desire. Here's the method. The best thing we can do is to put in your campsite the villagers whose primary craft material is the craft material that we require. After that, you'll need to talk to the villagers every 3 hours. Each villager has only one type of primary craft material, that is, either cotton, paper, preserves, steel, or wood. It turns out that all the villagers from the same species have the same primary craft material. For example, all villagers from the dog species have steel as their primary craft material. Here is a list of different species categorized by their primary craft material. For cotton, we have lion, mouse, penguin, pig, goat, and hippo. For paper, we have bear, sheep, koala, eagle, rhino, and octopus. For preserves, we have tiger, bird, bull, and cow. For steel, we have dog, elephant, deer, cub, duck, wolf, horse, gorilla, monkey, kangaroo, ostrich, and anteater. For wood, we have cat, rabbit, frog, hamster, squirrel, chicken, and alligator. Since I need steel, I'm going to invite a dog villager. Good thing is that the game allows us to sort the villagers by species. Butch the dog, Cherry the dog, Tia the elephant, Maple the cub, June the cub, Freya the wolf, Phoebe the ostrich, and Sandy the ostrich. All these species have steel as their primary craft material. Now I'm going to talk to Sandy the ostrich. Let's see what happens. So we received 20 steel and a few other things. That's nice. Now this doesn't always happen. Sometimes they'll give you bells, sometimes they won't give you anything. After you've spoken to all the villagers at your campsite, you'll need to wait 3 hours from the time you last talked to them before they will give you more craft materials. This 3-hour cycle is different from the villager movement cycle at the recreation spots. By recreation spot, I'm referring to Breezy Hollow, Saltwater Shore, Sunburst Island, and Lost Leo Creek. So remember, you can only talk to the villagers at your campsite 3 hours from the time you last talked to them. Kind of similar to harvesting fruits. Out of the 8 villagers at your campsite, in every 3-hour cycle, on average, one villager will give you craft materials. If you're lucky, 2 villagers will give you craft materials. If you're very lucky, you'll get craft materials from 3 villagers. If you're unlucky, none of the villagers will give craft materials. If so, don't give up and wait another 3 hours. How many craft material will you get from this method? Well, it depends on the friendship level of the villager. A villager who is level 9 and below will give about 10 primary craft material. A villager whose level is between 10 and 14 will give about 20 primary craft material. A villager who is level 15 and above will give about 40 primary craft material. 40! Now that is no laughing matter. So it's obvious what we need to do. Level up the correct villagers to level 15 as fast as you can and put them in your campsite. This campsite method is the single most effective way to get the craft material you need without the use of leaf tickets. The next thing we can do is to fulfill the request of the villager whose species falls into the category of the craft material that we require. So suppose we need steel. If we can't fulfill all the requests here, then we should prioritize the request of Phoebe the ostrich. Next, villager requests at the recreation spots can be categorized into specific requests and omakase requests. Omakase requests are non-specific requests where you get to choose what fish, bug or flower to give to the villager. If the villager species is of the category of craft material that we require, we should try our best to give uncommon items for any omakase request that they have. For example, Kiki the cat has a primary craft material of wood. When given a pearl oyster shell for the omakase request, we receive 10 wood. This is compared to the next request, a specific request, for the common butterfly, where we only receive 5 wood. For this last part, there are some other things that we can do to get craft materials, but these methods either require leaf tickets, are one time off, or they are just too random to be used reliably. I'll just go through them. First, we can level up the villager, but there's only so many levels that a villager can be leveled up, and it gets harder and slower the higher the level. Second, we can fulfill any lost item requests. Lost item requests will give about 24 of the primary craft material, however this can only be done once per villager. Third is to use calling cards. The game does reward you with calling cards from time to time, but you'll need leaf tickets in the long run. Fourth, we can use request tickets. Again, the game does reward you with request tickets from time to time, but you'll need leaf tickets in the long run. Moreover, you can only use a maximum of 3 request tickets per villager per day. Fifth, use friend powder to play Break Tapper at Okemoto's to get caps. Then exchange caps for the craft materials. This method is limited by the amount of friend powder that you have and is also very time consuming. 6. Bladder's maps. This is too random to be used reliably. 7. Shovel Strike Quarry. Again, this is too random to be used reliably. 8. Balloon presents from the map screen. This is also too random to be used reliably. 9. Buy from friend's market box. To end off, the campsite method is not one which can satisfy your craft material needs immediately. It will take time. Just be patient and use the correct optimization strategy and you'll get enough craft materials eventually. That's it. See ya. Bye.